All right, we are underway.
We got a brothers duel here. iraqvet already finding Heat Man, so that's something out of the picture already. He's gonna stick with Metal Man while megakyle is doing the crab cake special and doing some observations before going into a stage. It looks like he's gonna settle for a flash after some checking out and further resetting. Shoutouts to Robo Warrior by the way. So we got iraqvet going to Metal Man. Right now, dealing with some rabbits so far. Pretty tame start. It's going to be the second half of this stage that's going to be a little dicey if the enemy set gets rough. Meanwhile, in Flash stage, we got some black amphibians in the way, but they're very quick to take down on megakyle's end. I didn't see if he checked to see if it was Buster, if the walls were Buster weak. We can find out a little later, or of course, chat can be the helpful group that it is and tell me along the way, but right now we're seeing some pretty good stuff from our runner so far. So we got iraqvet going to be the first to get to Metal Door, megakyle taking the detour to get the E-Tank, and
the Buster actually works.
Yeah, we do indeed have ourselves some Buster weak walls, so that's one searching that megakyle doesn't have to do for boobing. We got Bubble on iraq's end in Metal, while we got an extremely spastic Crash in Flash Room.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's hopping all over the place. Holy cow.
Yeah, thanks to the fact there are no ceilings in Crashman's room, which is like this for a reason.
Oh.
Crash, you okay, buddy?
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. I've never seen him jump this. I mean, earlier today, I saw a Heat Man, speed so fast right through it. And that's why you have to hit him, pull him to the left or right, not in the middle.
Just to say, as far as weaknesses go for randomization, to just point out things in the chat, since both our runners are going to the same stages. The thing about weaknesses for the walls is randomized throughout the entire weapon pool. Buster is included, so it's always just a chance for the Buster to be the weakness. And for the randomizer, it's actually a very big boon because it helps with ammo management, especially for the Wily stages, and it also helps extends the range of what weapons you can use to beat the boobing with. So just for the sake of randomization is also very good as far as routing, weapon conservation, and so on and so forth. So you just kind of just take what you can get.
All right, so that is gonna probably take on the high jumping Crash Man. Oh my goodness! Wow. Oh my goodness. First I see Heat Man's flame through very fast now, but Vet's using quick boomerangs, and that seems like it's working very well.
Actually, not really. It's still doing 2 pips of damage, so it's not really working all that well. For all it does is probably just helping with the vertical nature of the height that Crash has been dealing.
Yeah.
So we got megakyle going to Woodman after beating Bubble Band in Metal's room, while iraqvet is gonna follow suit. So for right now, we're pretty much even in routing.
Yeah, both runners are going to Woodman stage.
And for the record, yes, Crash would absolutely be DQ'd for the vertical zipping. No questions asked. Anyway, we got ourselves a pretty clustered heat room, as it looked like iraqvet was trying to use atomic fire, but it looked like it was a charged version, so not that instantly helpful. As megakyle is our first to go through our friendly little hot dogs, quick boomerangs seem to be pretty effective, but we're gonna see if iraqvet decides to follow on what megakyle does. And indeed he does. So it's going to be a quick boomerang fest for these three puppies that's standing in their way. Alright, so we got megakyle first on top of the treehouse. We're going to see whose treehouse it is. It looks like he's a Purobot in a Metal treehouse. Mostly. Yep, it looks like he's going to be all Mets and all Purobots on the treehouse. And they are all quickly felled by the Buster, while iraqvet decides to use the quick boomerangs since he's already on them and is doing quite a bit of work as is. Not a bad choice. The quick boomerang definitely has a high ammo consumption, and even though it's randomized in its trajectory, as long as it does its job and kill enemies, who you going to complain about? What you going to complain about?
So we're having a neck and neck race though between megakyle and iraqvet.
Yeah, they're pretty much just about a screen apart from each other, megakyle being the first to see who's in what man's room, which is going to be Air. The question is always got to be meant to be asked, is he going to be a bro? He's a bro in weakness, that's for certain. He's Buster Soft weak, and he only fires one tornado before he jumps. I say it's semi-bro-like behavior.
Alright, so megakyle is on Quickman stage. Meanwhile, Bet is going to Heatman stage.
Because he found item 2 in wood, and he does have that knowledge of where Heatman was thanks to that reset earlier on. So iraqvet decided to roll the dice and just see if Heatman stage is going to be kind or not. He does have item 2 to skip the Yokus, so it's a pretty smart decision with the knowledge that he's gained. Meanwhile, megakyle, this is our first look into Quickman stage.
Oh no! Oh man, Bet took a death on those crabs.
The crabs are a handful when you're not really prepared to deal with them. But the thing about the crabs are, they are pretty much set in stone in how they appear throughout the stage, because they're always going to appear in front of you and behind you, alternating every single time. The problem
they can also break your jump.
And that's the deal. If they're positioned in such a way that they'll mess up your jump, then they become a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks like we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a repeat of Seed 1 as the Prop Tots return in full force. But of course, you're going to have some tellies along the way.
Alright, megakyle is on Woodman stage and just pounding on his chest like he's Donkey Kong. And megakyle uses an energy tank.
Just to answer the question in chat, the music on our iraqvet screen is Overdrive Scramble, the special stage in Mega Man 9. Just to get that little bit of tidbit out of the way, as megakyle does defeat his Robot Master in Quickman stage. Yeah, it was Woodman. You were just talking. Say I completely didn't see what it was. So we got iraqvet going to Heatman's room after a very much improved Heatman stage compared to Seed 1, and we find Metal Man in his room. We're gonna see how aggressive. Oh, that is a pretty aggressive Metal Man, but he's also
Oh,
Buster
wow.
Softwing, so it's going to be a very quick match while megakyle is doing one of the smart things when you get item 2 early. Whenever you get item 2 in air, wherever you see megakyle just fly above the skies with item 2, that's pretty much a solid place to use it. You can also use it for the second half as well, but with the crabs that were in air, yeah, I'm not surprised that he used item 2 in those screens.
I wasn't either.
So we get our first Crashman sighting. Didn't get to see who was on the first screens to see who's going to be in the elevator rooms, but we're about to see in a few seconds as we got an egg that's got quite a bit of hang time.
It's staying in the sky. That's what it is. Never seen anything like that.
Anyway, we found that there were prop tops in the front of the screens, so they were in the rooms with the moving platforms. But with item 1 in hand, iraqvet just pretty much just made short work of those rooms, as we find Heatman in Airman's room, who is not going to be Buster Softweak. So megakyle decides to dig for a weakness. It is not Quick Boomerang, it's not Leaf Shield. He's gonna go and check Charge Heat, which looks like it's very long charging and doesn't work.
It's looking like the... Oh, he's just gonna stick with the Buster shot.
Yeah, megakyle found absolutely zero weaknesses. This is not the kind of Heatman you want to face, especially with the randomized timings of when he does his Heat Crash. It looks like for this AI, he's mostly vanilla with the 30, 60, and 90 cycles before he does his Heat Crash. iraqvet slowly making his way towards Crash's door, doing a pretty smooth crash climb. About to see who's there as we get our first bubble sighting on megakyle's end. And he
that waterfall looks like it's getting a little green though.
Well, it actually is going to be green. I'm going to tell you a little.
No, I don't like that.
As we
Meanwhile, Bet takes care of Quickman on Crashman stage. Oh boy.
It finds item 3 to boot, which probably could have helped him for the crash climb, but that's neither here nor there anymore. But yeah, about the green coloring, as megakyle for some reason decides to use an E-Tank. But seriously,
I don't understand why either. But but I mean, it's his decision. I don't want to hold a grudge against that.
I'm pretty sure it was accidental.
That's what I thought.
But yeah, a small little tidbit about the color of the water. Whenever you're going to Bubble Match stage, if you look at the slight tint of colors on the platforms before heading into the water, you can actually tell what color this part of the areas be. So, you see the green water? Look under the color under the platforms here. They're the exact same color as the water. That's what you're going to tell what color the water is going to be whenever you first start the stage. Just a little bit of trivia.
I didn't even notice that. Good point, Creed.
Just a little bit of trivia.
It's also a fun fact as well.
Anyway, we got Flash in Bubble Man's room. He looks like he's actually gonna be digging for weakness, since he's not Buster Softweak.
Oh wow. Okay.
He found Flash on Flash, but he's.
I don't think that really works.
Oh, it works.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. But he would decide to go with the Buster shot. Meanwhile, Bet is going to fight Woodman on Quickman stage, and megakyle is going to face off against. Is going on to Heatman stage.
We got some quick forming leads.
Oh no, he didn't survive. Bet didn't survive the fight. He loses to Woodman.
megakyle almost get himself caught by the energy trap in the lava.
Oh my
goodness. One of the things about taking energy in the lava is that you do not retain iframes while you're getting energy. You will lose your iframes at some point, and if you stay in there just a little too long, you will end up getting killed in the lava, as iraqvet takes out Woodman on his end.
And now he's down to 2 Robot Masters. Yep, 2 Robot Masters. I think megakyle is on the same as well when it comes to Robot Masters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he beat Crashman by... No, yeah. He beat Airman. He beat Airman stage, I believe. So Airman stage isn't marked. So both of these guys do have 2 Robot Masters remaining. megakyle getting item 2 set up for his item 2 fly to ignore the Yoku blocks. iraqvet goes into what actually is a very treacherous Bowman stage. This is why we normally would zip, not only because it usually saves time as you quickly zip through the ceiling, but you're forced to deal with all this clustered nonsense. Otherwise, as you have to walk through, you see Sniper Joes, these shrimp, these Metroids. These are enemies that under most circumstances you do not want to face, but since this is zipless, you pretty much gotta suck it up and just deal with the carnage as you try to go through Bubbleman stage.
Okay, so he actually beat Heatman stage, but he's going to Crashman stage next.
But yeah, megakyle should have the tools to take care of Crashman stage very quickly. Sans item 3, which is locked in the stage. Meanwhile, iraqvet is taking on Flash. He's opting not to dig for a weakness. He's just gonna continue to loop Flashman since he's also affected by the buoyancy in the water. It's just gonna have himself an easy time with him. megakyle quickly dispatching the moving platform rooms and opts to use item 2 to just make that little stretch a little faster as he begins his crash climb on his way towards the Crashman room. iraqvet dealing with the falling crabs in Airman stage, one of my least favorite combinations in this particular randomizer.
My least favorite would be the fat fans.
Metroids in air aren't a pretty sight either. But no. whatever the case may be, iraqvet does go through this area with very little trouble. Of course, you gotta stall and respect the crabs, but iraqvet is starting on his second half of Airman stage, while megakyle is about to fight his boss in Crash Room.
Alright. iraqvet needs to be careful here with these eggs dropping from the clouds, though. Like right there. So,
yeah, it's kind of finicky how you can get hit by the small little birds that the eggs eventually spew out, especially if you're over a pit. Depending on where the birds spawn, you can actually be knocked in such a way that you will fall into a pit. That goes obviously speaking, but within that clustered group, you're not going to be sure if you're going to be falling towards the left side or the right side. Whichever way it goes, it can be very deadly if it picks the wrong side.
Oh, for sure. Now, megakyle just is on to Wily1, which of course, Wily having the best eyebrows of the game, and now we're gonna play the game again called Guess the Color of the Dragon. All right, Creed, I'll let you go first this time. What do you think the color of the dragon is going to be?
Neapolitan ice cream.
Ice cream? Okay. I don't know why you're making this food, but I'm gonna stick with my gut though and go with a blue and white dragon, and this time weak to metal.
But yeah, he's also gonna be weak to. Let's see, Leaf Shield.
Okay. We'll see who wins.
Megakyle wisely using item 3s to make his ladder climbs a little faster. Always to know, Mega Man always is a slow climber in Mega Man 2. Anytime you can bypass any ladder climb is highly recommended, as Megakyle gets a little screwed up in transitioning between ladders, but he winds up correcting himself appropriately.
Yeah, kind of like I'd say a pixel frame off that. Would you say?
It's kind of weird how that works. I'm really not sure how it makes that kind of odd transition, but neither here nor there.
Glitch.
Well, it's neither here nor there. We're about to approach the dragon. We're going to see what kind of color is about to be.
Survey says it's purple and green, I think.
I'm probably going to say that's closer to indigo, actually.
Indigo and green, yeah.
He starts his descent on page 2. Crash isn't working.
Oh,
had a little bit
metal blades.
Yeah, had a little miscue on metal, but he does find that it's not weak to metal.
Oh, it's a bubble. Oh, wow. So we were both wrong.
We're going to see if iraqvet finds the same weakness or if he finds a different one.
It's not the quick boomerangs. Not the buster shot. Not the metal blades. Not the crash bombs.
He does indeed find Bubble as his weakness, but he's still just a few screens behind megakyle, as megakyle already made his way into Wily 2. He already knows that the walls are buster weak, so he probably is gonna skip using going to the walls and getting the E-Tank. Maybe. We're gonna see in a moment. He is actually gonna go for this extra E-Tank. You want to be topped off on E-Tank supplies. Not a bad idea, but 3 is usually pretty good for these situations. We're gonna see if iraqvet decides to go the same route, or if he's gonna skip for that E-Tank, because I'm pretty sure he also knows that the walls are weak to the buster as well.
Alright, so Megakyle's waiting for this tin can to go by, and then these little frogs, though. Tadpoles, frogs.
iraqvet probably going a little bit on instinct. I saw he already had 4 full E-Tanks, but he still goes for the E-Tank anyway behind the crash wall.
Yeah, well, in Mega Man 2, your max limit, since you can't stock up on E-Tanks, though, is 4. So that's unfortunate. Meanwhile, Megakyle uses the air shooter to find out the Pico Block's his weakness.
Well, there are 2 more weaknesses with maybe better. This is pretty much a 1-to-1 weakness scenario, and he's about to be down several air shooters. He's going to be...
Oh no, he needs to find a backup.
Wisely pop the E-Tank for safety. Quick Boomerang is going to do it. It's better. Nope, Bubble's not going to be hit again. I think I know all the weaknesses, and it's not great.
It's Crash Bomber.
And by process of elimination, we also got a charge heat weakness. No! I must have miscalculated. I thought I saw Megakyle go for metal. Metal is the 3rd one. I was gonna assume it was atomic fire. That to be wrong.
Charge heat. But Vet is using Metal Man's weapon, the metal blades, and he's using the E-Tank just to be safe. By the way, Kree, what is this music from. I think this is from Mega Man 4.
Yes, it is. This is Mega Man 4 music, Cossack Stages 1 and 2.
Nice. A throwback to Mega Man 4.
But yeah, right now, iraqvet and megakyle are still tailing each other. iraqvet is not too far behind. megakyle is definitely around a good amount of time before iraqvet can catch up. But iraqvet still got to play his game.
Oh
and
wow,
hope that
he's
Megakyle
flying
does screw
above.
up.
Oh, alright. It's knocked down by the crab. But still not much of a problem.
Yeah, iraqvet was able to recover very smoothly. It definitely could have been much worse.
Yeah. Alright, megakyle's gonna fight the giant guts tank.
Alright, what's his weakness? We're hoping for a buster weakness so we don't have to dig for weapons.
Yes, it is a buster weakness.
Conservation of ammo secure. iraqvet should surely follow and use buster as well. So we still got ourselves a pretty close one 26 minutes into the race. megakyle wisely deciding to stock up on a few.
Oh, the quick boomerangs also work on the guts tank.
He didn't have to do it, but was fortunate that it was quick. Quick has such a high ammo supply that it really doesn't matter.
Right.
Alright, so megakyle is going through these randomized platforms, fake platforms. He's going to use item 1 since he found one of these. But of course, does he have item 2? He probably not going to use item 2 and stick with item 1, or let's see what he does.
He has a little of item 2.
And he does use it just that to ignore that particular rule, which does have one randomized hole. So it's always a wise decision to use item 2 if you have it. Alright, so we got our second set of moving platform rooms. And we got lightning lords along the way. That's actually not.
Well,
that's not
too bad.
Yeah, it's not a bad set at all. If megakyle does if he times his fall right, he can probably damage boost and just use item 1 along the way, which he probably does. So pretty much no issues in these anxiety rooms for megakyle. So yeah, we're gonna see if iraqvet can perform a similar feat. Alright, iraqvet is closing in on the second to last moving platform room. He also decides to take the damage boost and does item 1 himself. So this should be no problems on his way to boobies. Of course, megakyle is already there.
Let's see if he remembers the weakness to the walls.
It's pretty hard to forget when you know it's your trusty sidearm.
Oh, it's the buster shot.
Don't tell me you forgot. You almost sound surprised.
I wasn't. I was just, I didn't forget. I was wondering if he remembered.
And actually, he might not have needed to use the ball weakness after all anyway. Well, actually for the bottom one, yes. But air shooter being very vertical, one shot, just as good as any other 2 god weaknesses in metal or wood. So that was a very quick fight on megakyle's end. Meanwhile, iraqvet's taking a little bit of time to find air shooter, but does find it on his end, and he's still not too far behind. But megakyle has already defeated his first robot master, is already starting his second. So iraqvet is still at least going to be a couple of robot masters behind, as we got some good old Magna Centipede for this boss rush. So we got ourselves locked up in a tight one. We got megakyle pretty much on his third Robot Master, while iraqvet is struggling with Crashman, him being his first. Hopefully he can find that last, there we go. And megakyle is actually on his fifth Robot Master, while iraqvet is on his second. So we're gonna have a little bit of at least 3 Robot Masters behind, as iraqvet is just struggling to try to keep pace. He's starting to get a little low on the health, missed the E-Tank, but does get it, while megakyle does remember the weakness for heat, which is a vanilla bubble. So we're gonna have ourselves quite a bit. We're still very, very close. megakyle getting a little bit beaten and battered with Woodman. He decides to pop in his E-Tank.
Probably should.
Do a little bit of pause manipulation on Woodman. For those that don't know, whenever Woodman's in the middle of a jump animation, if you pause, he will do another jump while he's in mid-air. So megakyle trying to do a little bit of manipulation so he can keep his shield down a little longer. As he
oh man, there's the high jumping Crashman.
And megakyle doing another bit of manipulation as well, with Crashman reacting as you shoot. He's actually holding the the quick boomerangs in order to keep Crashman grounded, and he's just plugging in away shots that there, even though it's not one of the major weaknesses. Speaking of major weaknesses,
so the Wily Machine 1 is actually weak to Buster.
So megakyle should have a free reign for the rest of the game. Well, at least for the rest of the fight. We still got to see what the alien is going to be weak to once megakyle dispatches this machine.
Alright, megakyle is on with the Wily Machines, and now we are on to Victory Road.
iraqvet not too far behind, but he really doesn't have much room to catch up, as megakyle, feeling like he has good enough weapon energy, actually decided to go straight in and go straight for the alien. So in a few moments you're going to see how soon and how quick megakyle finds his weakness. So we got the alien locked up in megakyle's sights. iraqvet is getting close to being the alien. I mean, the Wily Machine.
He just did beat Wily Machine 2.
So we got megakyle on the great weakness hunt.
Oh.
He's struggling to find a weakness.
Oh, baby. This is gonna be close.
It's the last case scenario, the one that you never want to see. It's charged heat.
Alright. Oh! He gets him. Alright.
There we go.
Wow.
That's it. megakyle finishes the race and wins the match 2-0 with an official SRL time of 33 minutes and 29 seconds.
Wow. Alright, Bet needs to find the weakness to heat. He's using an E-Tank. Let's charge it up more. Hey, Creed. Can you do me? Can you get an interview in for megakyle and Bet when they're done?
They should be pinged as soon as it's hit done on the tracker.
Okay, so Bet is done. So GG's in the chat, everybody.
Yep, that was a second place finish by iraqvet with an official time of 34:34. So very well done to both our runners, but megakyle does win the day, officially on the board on Group A 1-0, as we got ourselves a complete race.
All right, we are joined here by it's megakyle. What's up, megakyle?
Hey, I didn't disappoint you, did I?
Nah, you did swell.
I thought maybe
you've actually heard me on point stream for once. I mean, I don't mean to be behind on this. Hey, Bet, what's up?
What's up?
Hey,
All
good
right.
job. Good job to both of you guys.
iraqvet, GG.
Hey, GG to you, pal.
Thank you.
So go through your mindsets on y'all seed. Of course, iraqvet, you had quite a bit of struggles in the first seed. Go tell us what was going through your mind as you were going through the first seed.
I suck. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was having a terrible time. I just kept dying left and right, and I think what it was time if I had a better boss selection, because like the boss select, every time I picked a boss select, I would just have a terrible death. No E-tanks, couldn't do anything. It was just terrible.
Yeah, my main thought during the first seed was, are tin cans in every stage?
Oh yeah, them tin cans were everywhere, dude.
They're everywhere.
I didn't figure out the weakness until like half, maybe almost till I was the second to last boss or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. They were immune to the Buster, and I found the boomerang took them down, but it didn't kill them. It just made them fall on the ground. But that was the best I could do.
Yeah, I found Metal Blade actually worked. Took him out. So, but I didn't find that until like I was like the second last stage, and I'm like, oh great.
See, one aside, iraqvet, while you did have your struggles there, C2 is actually much better for you. As if I'm heard correctly, it was actually a PB for you. Am I correct?
Yeah, I PB by like 2 minutes. So,
Wow.
Ooh,
Congrats to you, Bet.
Dude, that's awesome.
Thanks. It was a good seed for sure. It's just I think a lot of time that I could have saved was, you know, I went for like all the juice boxes. Never leave an E-tank behind. That's my motto, you know. So I figure if I can learn how to do this rando without picking up as many E-tanks, I'd probably be better. But
Oh, I still pick them all up, except for that second one in Middleman stage. I think that's the only one I don't pick up.
oh yeah, I don't pick up that one either.
all right, so megakyle, with this, you're actually 1-1. I think I actually been misquoting the whole time. I thought this was your first race, but I forgot that your first race was against Prodigy, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that's right. I actually, I was hoping to make Prodigy my first race in this tournament, and I actually, for some stroke of luck, I ended up getting it, and I got whooped, but that's all right.
Yeah, you seem to recover pretty nicely. So right now, you still got a couple of more. Well, both y'all got at least a couple of more matches to go through before y'all tenure in Group A is up. How y'all feeling about? Well, I want to see how y'all feel about your group, but instead of that, how y'all feeling about how y'all played in general, as y'all both at least have done 2 matches.
Oh, this Group A, I love Group A. We got a good group. I'm racing against Casual Tom coming up, and I still have to schedule my match with Crab Cakes, but we also got iraqvet. Yeah, just really good racers in this bracket, or this group, so to speak. My play during the seeds, it was pretty good. I was mainly focusing on not dying, and it was fun. Like there was a lot of good music, and I got to whip out the musical buster a lot, and I had a good time.
Yeah.
All right,
All right. Is there any final thoughts you'd like to say before we sign off?
well, before we do that, I want to kind of hear iraqvet's opinion about how his couple of races had gone so far. Even though both of them were still losing ventures, I mean, like you said, you already got a good PB. I'm pretty sure even despite the loss, you still feel really good about that. So, how things are feeling overall on your end for Group A?
Yeah, it's been going all right. You know, I've just been, like I said, this is my first rando tournament, so it's still kind of all new to me. I've been struggling sometimes, but you know, I think I've been putting up a pretty good fight. You know, but I'm happy to lose to these guys. These guys are really awesome runners, are really skilled. I'm just happy to be here, man. To be honest with you, randos are a lot of fun. You know, to be honest with you, I could really care less if I win or lose. It's just playing with these guys. It's just been a blast, and I love doing these randos. It's really addicting. I'm happy to get this PB, man. I'm pretty stoked right now. So
I feel you that. So, I mean, this is as you probably know, this is my first time commentating races like Mega Man 2 Randomizer, and of course, I appreciate it with Creed though, and all the others I've commentated with on giving me feedback and on help and everything, you know.
Yeah, for sure. This Mega Man community is awesome, man. They've helped me out a lot.
Oh yeah, they're all awesome.
Yeah, we just help each other out. It's great.
Of course.
Man, GG's again to megakyle, man. That was awesome. That was a good race.
GG's to both of you.
Oh, thank you guys.
With that, I'm pretty sure that we're at the point where we can wrap up this little shindig. But before we do, we're gonna give yourselves a little bit of reminders of what's coming up as the week progresses. We still got quite a number of which. So starting tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern, U.S. Eastern, we got Casual Tom versus one of our races that we just seen, iraqvet. That's, like I said, that's going to be tomorrow, July 14th at 10 p.m. Eastern. On July 16th, which is on a Thursday, also at 10 p.m. Eastern, we got a twofer with Siberian Bull 9 going against Gouda. Well, Casual Tom is going to face our other racer that's in this race, megakyle83. On Friday, July 17th, once again at 10 p.m. Eastern, we got Casual Tom going against Prodigy. On Sunday, July 19th at 5 p.m. Eastern, Siberian Bull is going to face Bob Dead Builder. And finally, of all the matches that are scheduled, our final one is currently on Thursday, July the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern between Crab Cakes and iraqvet. So we got quite a bit of rando skills scheduled up. So for those that are sticking by, stay tuned to all the Speed Gaming networks, all the Speed Gaming channels to see which one is going to be on which one. So with that, of course, we got to say our thanks. So, of course, first and foremost, thanks to Speed Gaming for allowing us to hold this tournament, allow us to showcase our stuff and just have a little fun along the way. Of course, our tournament organizer, Charlie Boy, for organizing this being our third tournament within the past 3 years. Doug Fist for creating this massively enjoyable randomizer. Of course, thanks to our racers, once again, GG's to you, megakyle and iraqvet.
I would like to say thanks to LV Creed for commentating, and also Coops for commentating. And I just want to say thanks to the man behind the scenes, Alan Heffley, for tracking this whole thing. And I want to say GG's to iraqvet, and definitely congratulations on that 2-minute PB. You are awesome.
Thank you, man.
Good job.
Appreciate it. GG's on the win, and thanks again for everybody commentating and tracking, and thanks for all watching, and thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting. Appreciate it.
And of course, can't forget the Ali Heffley, who has been diligently tracking everything that's been going on with this race. So, of course, thank you for volunteering and helping us with that. And of course, for Coops, you got any final words to say before we head out?
Well, all I can say to you, Vet, is good luck on tomorrow's race, though.
Thank you.
against Casual Tom.
Yeah, good luck, dude.
I'm gonna need it.
All right, well, I think that about does it, though. So, Creed, you got anything else to say?
Nope, I think that pretty much does it. So for everyone at Speed Gaming, this is LV Creed along with Coops. We're just gonna wish everyone a good night. Keep an eye on for more random tournament action. And until then, have a good morning, evening, and afternoon, everyone. Take care of yourselves and farewell.
See you later.